is the history of the Little Western, aka Lillies branchline. Before you say anything, Duck and Oliver do not work on the island of Sodor. Here we go. Originally opened in 1882 as the Arlesborough and Warrington Railway. The line was extended to Harwich in 1891, and that became the main line to Warrington, then becoming a branch. Its first engine was an Italian one. An F&M 200 class locomotive was built off of the blueprint the railway's owner got in his time in Italy. He asked Kent & Sons Locomotive Works on the island to build the class. Eventually, it was delivered in 1884. She was given the name Lady Gina Italia. She worked the line all by herself for 5 whole years, until they decided to purchase an engine from the LNWR, or the London North Western Railway. A Waterloo class named Kirk Chesterfield. In 1890, the two engines were becoming overworked. So, they purchased 2 saddle tanks for Manning Wardle, a modified version of the H-class, with a set of trailing wheels for both of them. Their names were Sir Bruce and Sir Daniel Winchfield, but the other engines called them Bash and Dash because they caused lots of trouble. By 1900, the 4 engines on the railway were practically dying of being overworked. They ordered 2 of the D1 tanks, LBSCR number 35 Southwark and number 36 New Cross. They became the railway's 4 and 5. By 1912, Chesterfield and Gina became too worn out to work, so they were put at the shed at Arlesdale End to only be steamed up in case of emergencies. How sad. Looking at the railway, realizing they had no engine capable of pulling the heavy express trains as well as heavy goods. In 1914, they found a temporary solution, as it would be very hard to find locomotives to be purchased due to the ongoing current war. A GNR Class H2 was purchased to run the express services. He became the railway's number 6 after the war, and he had such a great job they named him Bertram. In 1922, a London and Brighton South Coast Railway K-Class was up for sale. He was purchased on the spot, no problem at all, and they decided to name her Casanova, or Nova for short. Despite only arriving 1 year before grouping, she already had a hated reputation between the other railways. She would shame the other engines for things they could not simply control. And, as you know, the 1923 oil fire happened, leaving the branch line completely destitute, which led to it being closed. But in 1929, the reopened branch opened, but the station at Warrington was closed, so a museum was built there. There, also John's faceless remains were there on display as a memorial to teach a lesson of true, hard-working bravery. This was WC Audio Stories narrating, and I hope you all liked the video. You should subscribe to them, and please subscribe to me too, please. Goodbye! I make audio stories, and after I do all my audio story stuff, I'm gonna do primarily stuff, I'm using them so I can, build lore stuff before, so I can, gather time to purchase all my materials for my series. Bye!